Hi, I'm Beryl, and today, you read it right, we are back with another Toast episode! The artist today is a little bit different. Her name is Sharita, and she actually wrote to me and sent me some of these beautiful earrings that she made, and I thought it would be so awesome to have her come onto the show and talk about her work. So I asked her to, and she said yes.
Hi, my name is Sharita and I design these earrings and other pieces of jewellery. So the knots in my designs, like good luck knots and flower knots, are from Chinese knotting. And we're a culture big on symbolism, so everything has a story and represents something. Like I make a style in the shape of an 88 because 8s represent prosperity and the two together mean double happiness. Also using things like butterflies because they've got connotations of love and things like that. It definitely does drive a sense of pride in your culture to be sharing something which maybe is slightly less well understood in the West. In a lot of the cases where maybe it's less appropriate for anyone to wear things which are traditionally Chinese, those items themselves, they weren't created with respect or sufficient acknowledgement of the culture. But with my jewellery, that isn't the case at all, and being a Chinese person sharing this, it really makes me happy to see that a diverse range of people are interested and want to appreciate it and to know more. I think that's pretty cool, and if anyone has any questions or wants to know more about it, then feel free to message me on Instagram and yeah, let's chat.
I'm leaving links in the description to how you could get in touch with her and follow her and support her work. I think that her designs are really beautiful, and you'll see I'm going to wear the other ones in the rest of the episode. Okay, let's make some toast.
Hi Beryl, my name's Hikari. I'm originally from Mie, Japan, and currently living in Michigan, the United States. My favorite dish is called Ogura Toasto. You need 3 things to prepare: shokupan, anko, and butter. Shokupan is super fluffy Japanese milk loaf. Anko is sweetened red bean paste. It has azuki red beans and sugar cooked until like a jam. This toast is on the sweeter side, so it goes perfect with a cup of coffee. I got to know about this dish when I lived in Nagoya as a kid. It is a common Nagoya cuisine. Take one bite, it'll blow your mind. I would love people to experience this unique dish. Before having meal in Japan, we say itadakimasu. It is an appreciation towards Mother Nature, animals and plants which has been sacrificed, and to people who have made it possible to bring food on our table. Itadakimasu.
I'm starting with Ogura toast. It looks so beautiful, like a picture. I'm also gonna spread the butter. It's so soft. Ooh. Oh, that's good. I love red bean paste so much because it is sweet, but it is not too sweet. And with the butter, it's very rich and delicious. Wow. Also, Japanese milk bread, it's just so fluffy and soft and decadent. If you've never had red bean paste, it's definitely a flavor that I think might not be for everybody, but those who like it, love it. Or those who love it, love it. I think one of the things that's so interesting about Japanese culture is how a lot of their desserts are made using ingredients like beans and rice. When you think about wagashi or mochi, even buns stuffed with red bean paste, it's the savory becoming sweet, and I really, really like that. 2 very enthusiastic thumbs up. Do you know where that's from?
Hi Beryl, hi world. My name is Evania and I live in Washington, D.C. in the United States, but I grew up in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. I'm excited to share with you today my favorite way to have toast, which is called molletes. The word mollete seems to have origins tracing back to Spain in the 1700s. At that time, mollete referred to a local bread eaten during breakfast. At some point, it evolved into what we know today in Mexico, which is a buttery toasted bolillo, a type of Mexican bread roll, bread with refried beans, melty bubbly cheese, and topped with a salsa called pico de gallo. To make molletes is actually pretty straightforward, but the magic lies in how all the ingredients and textures complement one another. It is crunchy, melty, buttery, acidic, and slightly spicy. This is my favorite way to have toast because it is filling, flavorful, and so comforting. Molletes are a very loved and typical dish to have during breakfast and brunch, especially when you want to sleep in a little bit and want to feed your family and friends. I hope you try this delicious toast at home. The ingredients are pretty common and easy to find. This might become your new go-to breakfast. As we say in Mexico, buen provecho. Bye, world.
Molletes. And yeah, I already know this is gonna be delicious. It's hot. How have I never had this before? I'm not even kidding. This might be one of the best things I've ever had. This is a perfect example that simple does not mean boring. There's so much happening here, but it's also so simple to put together. Like, how many times have you had leftover refried beans? Because honestly, it happens more than you think, and you don't know what to do with them. Do this. This is perfectly balanced to me because the pico has a little bit of heat and that kind of sourness from the lime juice, and then the refried beans and the cheese has this kind of creamy, fatty texture that coats your mouth, and then that citrus cuts it. Oh, it's just so good. And then you put it on toast, and everything's better on toast. I would say that if you're going to be making this for yourself, one is not enough, or you just need a way bigger piece of bread.
Hi, my name's Pia. I live in Brisbane, Australia, and my favourite way to eat toast is with tin spaghetti. But don't be fooled, tin spaghetti isn't really comparable to actual pasta. It's a very soft, noodle-like kind of thing in a sweet tomato sauce. If you've ever had baked beans, the sauce is very similar to that. Making spaghetti on toast is very easy. First, you want to toast some bread, then you want to butter it quite generously, microwave your tin spaghetti, and plop it on top. I like to add some grated cheese on top just to add a little bit of a savoury contrast to the sweet sauce. And it's best eaten with a knife and fork. You'll see why when you make it. I wouldn't recommend trying to eat it any other way. I love this dish because it's a great nostalgic kind of flavour combo to me. Spaghetti on toast is very popular in Australia and I think New Zealand as well. It's a popular afternoon snack after school or a very easy dinner to make when you're feeling lazy. And I think everyone should try and make this at home because I think it might surprise you with how good it tastes. It's very comforting, it's easy, and it's delicious. So give it a go.
Spaghetti toast. The thing is though, I'm not that surprised because maybe some of you remember the pancit canton. Just a different type of pasta on bread. I definitely understand why you need to do this with a fork and knife. I don't even trust the structural integrity of this thick piece of toast. Hot, oh hot. Wow, that sweet, sweet taste of Chef Boyardee canned pasta. It definitely feels like a midnight meal to me. You come home late at night and you're like, oh my God, I need food. Pasta on toast is 100% where my head would be at. I have a fun fact about Chef Boyardee. I did a story on them when I was at Great Big Story. Did you know that they are actually rebranded American World War II rations? The more I eat this, the more I like it, but the messier it gets. It's kind of good. For real? This is heavy though. It's sticking to the sides of my stomach. Ugh. This is like carbs on top of more carbs. I think maybe I should have toasted the bread more because man, the bread is sad right now. It's just like a like a wet blanket underneath all the pasta. Here's the thing, it's not bad, it's good, and I guarantee you, midnight on a Saturday is 10 times better.
Hi, my name is Kelly and I'm actually living in Sydney right now, and I'm going to introduce you this my favorite toast, which is a Taiwanese style taro paste and pork floss toast. You need to get some pork floss from any Asian grocery shop. So pork floss is actually a dry pork meat product that has been shredded into this very light, almost cotton-like texture. It's actually quite savory in taste, and you have to prepare the paste yourself. So first of all, you need to buy taro, of course, and you have to mash it to a smooth consistency, and then you need to add sugar and evaporated milk for taste. Put the taro paste on top of your toast, and then you put the pork floss on top. It's actually very tasty from that sweet and savory combo. And I really like that on toast and sometimes on even pancakes or scallion pancakes for breakfast or an afternoon tea. It tastes just, amazing. It really brings me back a lot of good memory. Give it a go, I'm sure you'll love it.
Okay, final toast dish for the episode. It is a pork floss with taro paste, and I just made a kind of savory taro paste, and now I'm making a sweet version. When it rains, it pours in the taro paste world. Ooh, this is my jam. Sweet and savory, salty, creamy. What? I want to taste this pork floss on its own. I don't know how to describe it, like cotton candy pork. It's kind of disturbing. It's very soft and salty and not overwhelmingly meaty tasting. Like, if I didn't know that it was pork, I don't think that I would know that it was pork. I would just know it probably wasn't a vegetable. Not only is this a toast combination that I didn't even know existed, both of these ingredients I have never really had before, but it's so, again, it's simple, but the flavors are very complex. Making the taro paste, by the way, was actually very, very easy. And using the ricer, stroke of genius. Last time when I was making it, I was pounding it with a spoon. No, the ricer gives you a very smooth consistency immediately. No work. Work smart, not hard. I thought that this was a fabulous episode. I just love doing these toast episodes because I feel like they're actually executable. You can watch this episode and actually make one of these versus being like, oh yeah, look at that chef cooking on a YouTube video. I'm never gonna make it. If any of you do make any of these dishes and feel like posting them onto social media, please tag me because I like seeing them. And yeah, that's it. I will see you all in my next episode. Bye.